Hi, this is Emma Hemming-Willis.
And I'm Helen Cristoni.
Welcome to our Make Time podcast. We are two women on a mission to uncover the secrets of making time for everything.
From work and relationships to our brain, body, and beauty, we'll explore it all and share it with all of you.
We interview experts so we can discover more practical tips to make time so we have more time for our family, friends, and ourselves.
So join us as we chat with incredible guests who share their expertise on all the ways we can learn to make time, especially for you.
Okay, it's time to make time. Today on the Make Time podcast, we're joined by Maria Kent Beers and Rachael Martinez. This is a fun one because we're talking about the importance of friendship and connection, which is one of the pillars to great brain health. Maria and Rachael are the creators and co-hosts of the Remember Me podcast, a project that was born out of a need to create connection and community within the frontotemporal dementia community, or FTD. Through interviews with caregivers, loved ones, and experts, their podcast sheds light on the emotional and isolating journey of dementia caregiving and grief. Over the past 5 years, Remember Me has released 10 seasons, and I want to say they're in their 11th season right now, over 100 episodes, and interviewed people from all over the country and the world. At its core, Remember Me is about love, loss, resilience, and remembering the person behind the FTD diagnosis. So let's make time for the Remember Me ladies.
Hello, Maria and Rachael. We are so excited to have you both on the Make Time podcast. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us. Thanks for having us.
Yes, we're really excited to have you go on because today we're talking about friendship. And I really love to see the two of you, how you have such a deep connection on your podcast and also on your social media. I just love to see how you guys connect with each other.
Oh, thank you. Same. It feels as good as it looks. It's one of those Instagram versus reality is like, it's actually real. So
it is actually. That's a good point. Yeah.
We thought that this podcast today would be all about friendship and making time for our girlfriends, our boyfriends, whoever it is that really feeds our soul, because social connection, friendships are so important for our brain health.
Yeah. And, you know, you guys are such a great example of that. Like Emma said, I mean, I love your adventures. I love to see all the things you guys do together and how you really, and I know it's like a huge effort and how you make time for it. So we're really excited to dig into this today.
awesome.
Why don't you guys tell us how you met?
Maria, take it away.
I'll give you just like the 30-second version because I could go on and on and on and on. But for those listening who don't know, I'm connected to Rachael and Emma and Helen through an experience of having a loved one with FTD. And when my mom was first diagnosed, I felt like I didn't have anyone who understood, especially not someone, you know, in their early 30s with a small child. I felt like nobody got what I was going through or even understood like what my mom was dealing with. And so I turned to social media and I literally, no joke, put in FTD hashtags to search for accounts that maybe were talking about FTD. And this was in 2016. And so when my mom was first diagnosed, and so there was really not much out there, but a couple years into searching, I found Rachael's account, and she is an amazing writer and was writing these beautiful entries about visiting her dad at his memory care. And I just felt like, oh my God, there's finally someone like articulating and going through like what I'm going through. And so I just followed her. You know, we didn't really know each other. And I got to a point in my journey with my mom where I was like, enough's enough. Like, I need to talk about this. I need to do something creative with this. Like, I need people to know not just what the disease is, but I want people to understand that I'm losing my mom slowly and it's just unlike anything else. And so I sought out to work on a project and I posted on social media, like, hey, is there anyone who wants to share their FTD story? I'm working on a project. And Rachael was the first person to answer, and she was very overeager. I don't know if you want to share your perspective.
Overeager. No, I was just like, sign me up.
We hadn't really talked, I don't think, before that, but like we followed each other. You know how that goes. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it was like we had one Zoom call because it was, I don't know, like March 2020 or sometime where we're like literally not leaving the house. And I got on Zoom and I started telling her about my mom, and she started telling me about her dad. And it was just like instant ease of like, I didn't have to explain myself. And like, I had a 2-year-old crawling on my back, and Rachael had her boys WWE fighting in the background. And so it was just, I don't know. I really think we were meant, not to get witchy and woo-woo, but like this was destined. And our friendship has grown and grown as our business and our podcast has grown. But at the end of the day, the most important part of everything we do is like the relationship that we have with each other. We're basically family now. So,
Jeez, meant to be. So we love asking our guests, what is the most important thing you make time for and why?
Oh, that's a good one.
So we're a bi-coastal duo. So I'm in Boston, Rachel's in LA. And I feel like we make time every day to talk to each other on the phone. Like when Rachel drops off the kids. Okay, go ahead then.
That's what I was going to say.
Anyway. Go ahead.
I just think so like Maria said, we're on two different sides of the coasts, and the time difference is much harder than we anticipated it would be. So I'm waking up. Maria's been up for 4 or 5 hours. She's already has her kids at school. And I'm like groggy opening my eyes. So it takes, I mean, we have to like set aside time every day to talk for Remember Me, but also to see what's going on in each other's lives. So that to us is super important. And if it doesn't happen in the morning, then it happens in the afternoon. But we consciously make an effort every day to touch base personally and for Remember Me. And I think it's important.
Yeah.
It, moves us forward in friendship and in business. So,
yeah.
Why do you think making time for friendship is so important?
Oh,
I just feel like, particularly with what I was dealing with my mom, my family, we're all focused on my mom's care 24/7 and our own experiences. And to have someone outside of your family, but that also understands what you're going through, that you can vent to, that you can cry to. Like sometimes I didn't want to cry in front of my dad or my siblings. I didn't want them to hold what I was holding. And I knew that I had a safe space to go. And so I think, oh my God, and then our parents, for people who don't know, our parents passed away maybe 6 months after we started talking, and 1 month apart plus 1 day. So then we were in step on our grief journey. So having someone to talk to through that journey, who also, like, Rachel's kids are a little bit older. She's a month ahead in the grief journey. Like, she's kind of this older sister that I wish I had. She's not that much older, but like just the experiences and stuff. I just think it's so important to have someone that you trust, that like you can cry to, you can vent to. Like I've seen all this stuff on Instagram too about like there's literally some like chemical release in your brain when you talk to your girlfriends. Like it really is like, I don't know. It just I don't know what I'd do without her. I don't even know if that answered, but
that was really sweet. I just think it feels natural. I don't know if it's a female thing or what, but sharing your perspective, sharing your opinions, connecting with somebody next to you or somebody, across the United States, the connection is what's truly important. So I think when we're in something together and not in silos, it's just more sacred and more special. So I think having friendship and making time for it is important to feed that part of you.
Yeah. I also love that you have that common. Well, I don't love that you have that common thread. No one wants this common thread. I mean, no one wants a common thread of FTD, but
Right.
It is so important to find those relationships where exactly what you said, where you can connect and someone else can hold space and they just get it and they understand it. One of the things that you said, how you reached out or you put the hashtag, FTD, frontotemporal dementia, and sort of looked for anyone, anything to sort of connect the dots. It's one thing I say actually in my book is that if you are looking to try and find someone, who that you can connect with or you want to, social media is actually a really great place to start too. Mm-hmm. So I love that you said it. It just sort of reinforced that I agree that there are a lot of people on social media that do really want to find connection. And if you're not going into, like community groups or whatnot, and you're more at home, social media is a really great place to start.
Yep. Agree.
Hello, lovely ladies. This is Helen Cristoni, and I am co-founder of Make Time Wellness. Are you ready to take charge of your wellness journey? Well, look no further than Make Time. We have worked tirelessly to develop all-in-one drink mixes that make a woman's daily wellness easy and delicious. Make Time Wellness supplements offer comprehensive formulas for your brain, body, and beauty in that order without having to take handfuls of pills. Make Time is packed with powerful ingredients like MCTs, omegas, biotin, multivitamins, and curcumin. We are really busy women and have designed these formulas for busy women like you. So join us and check us out at maketimewellness.com/podcast20, and we'll give you 20% off your first purchase. Make time for your brain, body, and beauty today with Make Time Wellness. Some people have a hard time, connecting in person or going to in-person group setting, or you don't have the time, and the time that you can make just doesn't, allow that. So I think that social is a really great place to find some inspiration and connection and identify, like Maria, like you were like searching for this, and it's so amazing, like what you search for, you can find, and how open people typically are to connecting. And so I love it.
Yeah. And I also think we live in a world where we are so ultra busy. We are, working and doing all the things. And it's so hard for us to sometimes make time for our friendships and social connection, which is really so very important. I feel like Helen and I try and do a really good job with making sure, obviously we work together, but we've built a friendship over time because of that. And we're able to sort of do two things separately. Like we can be business people, but we can also have a friendship and we check in with each other. Helen is someone that I trust immensely, so I know I can speak to her and vice versa.
100%.
So and I love that I'm doing also business with her. So we have many times where we get to connect and be together in person.
Yeah, like today, which is a treat. And so it's a treat. And I always say that, you spend so much time with people that you work with or do projects with, and it's important that you spend that time wisely, right? So I think that I really love what you guys are doing at Remember Me. So let's break it down. So I know that you guys are on different coasts. You guys have Remember Me together. You guys are friends. Like, for the people that are listening right now, can you give our listeners 3 actionable tips on how you guys make time for your friendship?
They involve plane flights most of the time.
I love that.
We try and not go more than 3 months at a time without seeing each other. I mean, of course, the business aspect and creating the podcast together helps make that happen. But I don't know. I think you just really need to prioritize. So we have a time every day that we try and connect. It's 11 o'clock my time. It must be, what is it, 7 o'clock your time?
8.
No, 8 o'clock your time after the kids have gone to school. So we have a touch point almost every single day. And actually, if we can't talk, we have like almost our own language of memes of like a day. So let's say we had like a really long day and we have not been able to talk to each other. We'll literally send the Forrest Gump meme of him like running and then he stops. I'll have to send it to you guys. But like, that's just like, I'm
Done.
all out of gas,
Yep.
but I'm alive and I'll call you tomorrow. Or if something really crazy is going on, it's the Alice in Wonderland falling down the rabbit hole, you know, but it's like we check in on each other. And I think also we just like really love each other and are invested in each other's lives. And so we make it a priority. I know that, I don't know if that's actionable, but like,
you set aside the time, you make it happen. I think that's number one. Number two is there's fluid communication always. So if I'm like, I know I'm supposed to call you at 8, or 11 or do the math, but I can't make it, I'll text her, hey, I'm running 20 minutes late, or I can't talk today, this is happening. But to be completely transparent only causes the friendship to move forward. So priority, communicate. Maria, you have to do the third.
Fly.
Yeah, fly and meet each other somewhere.
The country.
Yeah.
I just want to say too, like when I was thinking about this, I mean, I think like step like A before you get to like step 1 is like have a friend that you actually trust, that there's no like, oh my God, she didn't call me, or she didn't come to that birthday party, or she didn't like find the right friends. Because I think on my journey with my mom and my grief journey and my fertility journey, there are all these difficult parts of my life where like some friends you're like, where did they go? Where are you? Like they don't know how to be there with you in those hard times. And I feel like what I've learned over the last, like, let's say 10 years is like how to pick the right friendships and how to almost see like the warning signs in certain friendships. Like if someone does not understand what you're going through, if they cannot respect that grief lasts more than after the funeral, like, sorry, you know, if they can't stick with you, like, so I think finding the right friends is like the most important part. And then prioritizing those friendships, but also just like giving each other grace. Like everybody goes through stuff and, you know, maybe I couldn't make it to this thing, or I missed this call, or whatever it was. Like our friendship, like number one thing is like, we've got each other's backs. So there's no resentments. There's no like passive aggressive. It's like, and we've worked on that over time, is like learning each other's communication and what our tics are and what our, you know, triggers are or whatever. But like just having, I don't know, just having the right friend and the right person, then you prioritize it. And don't prioritize the wrong friends.
That's a good one.
We don't have to have like a big, huge friend group. It can just be very small and tight, which I like.
Yeah. And I also, like, to your point, like having friends that really know you and understand what your life looks like is super important. And there's not that many people, like, I think that, you know, like with you, like, I mean, Em and I both have different things going on. We're so busy, but like, I think like if she reaches out to me and I don't like pick up or text back, like she can think about exactly what I'm doing, right? Like, oh, Helen's probably like here doing this. And when she gets to the end of this, she'll call me back, right? Like I think there's this like familiarity with the person in their life. And so there's not like this weird, like, hey, you didn't text me back, or, you know,
Right.
any of that weird high school stuff that we don't have time for anymore as adults, right?
Yeah.
That's a good point. The familiarity is huge. Yeah. Like I know Maria's day,
Yeah.
even though she's across the country from me. Like I know what she does.
She's like, is Brennan down for a nap? I'm like, not yet.
I think Martin, like, I know that Em and I can make time to connect at like 6 a.m. or we're on the same coast. So like, I know like when I like I can text her 5, 6 a.m., not a problem. And we'll be able to connect at that time. After 8, not
No,
that's true.
Not happening.
Yep.
I mean, it's like after 6, actually after 3, I start kind of, I'm
Yeah.
early riser, and by 3, my brain is fried because but yeah, after 8 p.m., no, do not.
And I
Don't
think
eat it.
it's interesting because I think it's also very different. I think friendships and social life are two different things because people can be super social but still not have connection. That happens to me a lot. Like I'm always out, I'm always talking, I'm always doing something. Like, who knows where I am and what I'm doing. I think, but that just makes my friendships so sacred is because they're very safe and I can completely like let all that down and just be myself.
Yeah. Okay. So where are we going now? What are you not making time for?
Yeah. I mean, like we always ask our guests this. And we have both of you today. So this is really exciting. I'm going to start with Maria. Maria, what are you not making time for that you're going to commit to make time for today?
I'm so glad you asked, Helen. I am going to, and now I'm saying it in a public way, so everybody get on me about it. I need to make more time, like, to move my body. And I'm wondering if I can tie it in to my calls, or maybe I'm trying to do too much at once. But like Rachel's been like, why don't you just put on your AirPods when we talk at 11 and like go for a walk? I think I need to do some of like those base level things of like exercise and like feeding myself regularly throughout the day. I have little kids and, it's no excuse. But one thing that I've tried, maybe I'm trying to do too much at once, but I'm trying to become a morning person. The last 2 days, I've woken up at 6:30, which Rachel, I know
that's
you'd be
huge.
surprised by that.
Yeah, that's big.
Because I'm like, just like you, Emma, at the end of the day, once everything's done, the pickups have been done, everything's done, I am fried. I do not want to go get on my Peloton bike at 3:00. Like, I need to get it done while I'm fresh. So I think becoming an early riser so that I have maybe a workout and I give something to myself first thing in the morning. You can't pour from an empty cup, but I'm giving my kids 100% all day and I need to like do something for my body, So that's my pledge.
Oh, that's a big one. I'm going to hold you to it, especially the move your body part.
Yeah.
I think mine's opposite. I think towards the end of the day, I'm not a morning person at all. I don't like mornings, but towards the end of the day, not my physical balance, but my balance is off. Like I've given too much in the day that by 6:00 or dinner time, I'm like, everybody eat so we can go to bed. Like I'm on a teeter-totter and I need my day to be a little smoother and a little more copacetic. Like the day is great. And then all of a sudden, like 6:30, I'm like, I need these kids to sleep. I need to wind down. And that's another thing. I don't have a good wind down routine. So I want to find a better, like calm, read a book, drink some tea, maybe. I don't know. But I don't have a good end of day practice.
Like routine.
So that would be mine. Opposite of you, Maria. Yin and yang.
You know how with the kids, like we do okay, now the pajamas and then the diaper change and and the book and the flight and the song and you need that.
I would love someone to sing me a song before bed. Tell me I'm a good girl and I had a good day. I would love that.
Yeah,
take me back.
Sometimes I have my kids now. I'm like, can you guys put me to bed? And they actually do.
Oh, that's really sweet.
It's very, no, they don't do it all the time. But I do like a good tuck in.
Yeah. Burrito me. Yeah.
Well, for sure.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, we love you guys. And so
we love you too.
We always love to have you on. And we are such fans of the work that you guys are doing at Remember Me. So can you let our listeners know, how do they find you?
You can find us on Instagram. That's where we post a lot of these videos that Emma and Helen are talking about of our fun adventures, whether we're participating in FTD research or we're doing a speaking engagement. We try and make it fun. We always have fun when we're together. So we post a lot on there. And then we have our podcast, which you can find pretty much anywhere you get podcasts, but Apple and Spotify are people's favorites. It's called Remember Me. We have 10 seasons. There's various themes to different seasons. The latest one was all about family dynamics, which I know is just a hot topic. So yeah, what else? We have our website, remembermeftd.com. We have a Patreon. Yeah, you engage with us however you want. I mean, some people feel like they're in our friendship from listening to the podcast, which we love. So yeah, reach out, connect with us. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope that listening to our podcast has empowered you to make more time for yourself. So please remember to subscribe and share with a friend who could also use a healthy reminder on the importance of making time.
Make sure to tune in as we will continue to have incredible guests that will share their Make Time tips on our upcoming episodes. Come say hi to us over on @MakeTimePod on social media or visit us at maketimewellness.com.
Until next time, make time.